Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here on Share Talk for Friday, the 29th of May. Starting off with Dev Clever Holdings, where we bounced off the 6 to 6.5 pence area, which was resistance on the way up in April. Broken that line of resistance from earlier in the month at 6.5 pence, and above that looking for a top of February price channel target as high as 12 pence by the end of next month. At this stage, really back below the 50-day line, trading there at 5.25 pence would really be suggesting that we are delaying the upside scenario. Ectech's been a difficult situation just in terms of the story so far this year. We've had 3 attempts at clearing the 0.3 pence level so far unsuccessfully, but the latest break above 0.2 pence looks serious, breaking that line from February. And while we're above 0.2 pence, looking for 0.4 pence at the top of that broadening triangle from November. Onto a stock which tends to spike around a bit and therefore provides a bit of technical excitement, Motive Bio. Here we've bounced off the floor of this pennant formation at 0.55 pence. Above that, looking for a fresh attempt at breaking, or at least hitting, the top of the range at 1.5 pence over the next few weeks, so hopefully even few sessions the way the shares go. End of week close today above 0.72 in the 200-day line should hopefully indicate that we are on our way. Next stock is Powerhouse Energy, where we've hit the 3.5 pence target, which was suggested earlier in the week. Next target up is a January resistance line projection running through the February high at 4.5 pence, and that's valid while we hold above the 2.8 pence to 3 pence area on an end of day close basis. 4.5 pence hopefully hit over the first part of June or even sooner. Smart Space is next, a new stock for the Bulletin Board Heroes. Always good to have a new contender. Here we've got the shares breaking neckline resistance and February resistance at 30 pence. While we're above that, looking for, I suppose, a move towards at least filling the gap up towards 45 pence, which we've nearly done, and then the 200-day line at 50 pence. Best case scenario probably at this point is 75 pence, which would be the top of a rather wide trend channel that I've drawn there from the end of December. But let's see how we go in the near term. Next situation is one which is a slightly fiddly chart for Star Phoenix, but does look as though it's on its way in terms of at least an intermediate recovery. Here we can eventually see that the shares have found support at and just below the 50-day moving average at 1.85 pence. While we remain above that 50-day line, one would be looking for a top of February trend channel target as high as 3.5 pence. If you're cautious on the shares, maybe wait for the 20-day line at 2.2 pence to be broken before pressing the buy button. One of the stalwarts in terms of the bullish argument and bullish stocks in the recent past has been Tiziana. Here you can see the slow crawl that we've had up so far this month. Previous target here was £1.20. We just missed that so far today by a couple of pence, so 1.18 the high today. Probably can revise the target now in the sense that above £1.20, looking for a top of April trend channel target as high as 1.60, and that's valid while we hold above the 20-day moving average and the floor of the April trend channel at 96 pence. Just a couple of stocks to go. First is VR Education, which is looking quite sprightly. Looks like a mid-move consolidation and a bull flag breakout that we're going to get over the next few days. Top of the channel here up towards 23 pence, and that target valid while we hold above the 20-day moving average and the floor of the March trend channel at 12 pence. So reasonable upside hopefully still to come there. Finishing off with Webis, which rather like Motive Bio can be rather a troublesome situation, but we've broken that line of resistance from January, 1.3 pence, and while we're above that, looking for obviously a retest of 2 pence initially, but the big target there, the top of the January trend channel at 2.75 pence over the next month or so. That's it from me today. More updates on Monday.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.